Yo, what's good? It's your boy MLNY MLNY, breaking records, you know what it is. We in the hometown, Brantford, Bell City right now. Eddie GTV, what the fuck is good? You know we see you. The Perfect Balance is now out. Go cop that. You don't know what you're missing. And until you've copped it, you can't speak on it. Bah!
Okay, Melanie, we've talked about this before.
We have.
Perfect balance.
Seems like this conversation's happened like 2 times in the past, maybe 3.
I think we're on 4 now, but like this is like the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter.
You know, this is like the fourth quarter.
This is where the game gets won, my G.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
So how far up do you feel you are on the game? Like how many?
What?
How far up do you feel you are on the game? Like how many points?
I thought you were asking me a serious question for a second. Jesus. Well, on this game right now, I'm like behind. Clearly,
okay.
After that last move, so you're gonna catch me running up and catching a couple. You're gonna get yours. Just wait. We still got a little bit of time in the game left.
Okay. So yeah, starting off the album, you got the show. We're at a show right now.
Word up.
Was that the initial plan to have that right at the jump from the start, or?
I mean, as I crafted the album, it was a long album in the works, like 2 years, so a lot of different ideas for what was going to be what here and there. But the show was one of those ones that, as soon as I got that beat from Obi-Wan, it just I wrote the verse like simultaneously. It was probably the quickest verse I wrote on the album, the quickest song I wrote on the album, probably, to be honest. And yeah, it all just came together just like that. The hook, once the hook part of the beat came in and I was there, that just came together like that. And once it was called Welcome to the Show, I was like, this is the intro. So like, I didn't write it with the intention to be the intro, but once it was written, it was like, as long as this turns out the way it should be, this is the intro. And it is.
Okay, that's okay. Is everything okay?
You know, I act like everything's okay, but it's not.
Okay,
everything's good, bro. Everything's good.
So, light one up. How often do you light one up?
Well, man, it depends what you're talking about now, man, because I believe we spoke about this before, but I still do poppers. So, you're talking about light one up, like 6 poppers probably equals a joint, maybe like 4. So, I light one up a hell of a fucking lot, bro. A hell of a fucking lot.
Yeah, I like the whole theme of water. Like the whole idea of how you did the track.
Yeah? Yo, salute, bro.
So what was the thought process of coming up with that? Like, what was the motivation?
That one was just basically, when I got the beat from Asus, shout out to Asus, that was just kind of one of those things, like in the beat, the chorus was already there. You won't need that drink of water anymore, and it was just like, and the beat, obviously, it has that Western feel to it, right? So it was just kind of like, yeah, I didn't exactly have, when I initially put the pen to the page, it wasn't like I'm gonna write a Western. I was maybe gonna throw a couple references here and there and just do bars, but it kind of, you know what I mean? It just formulated as it did. Dirty Harry style, Magnum Force like Eastwood. I keep my aim steady when I'm gripping this piece good, and right from there, it just turned into a story.
Okay, and
but thank you. I'm glad that you felt that, bro. You're one of the first people to really actually bring that track up, so that's dope.
Yeah. So like on me being an artist and guy that gets out there in the hip hop scene, I could really relate to Sick to My Stomach.
Word.
Like it's basically like self-explanatory. Like, yeah, in the game, like it's a shady game, right?
Yeah, and that goes to everything too, man. Like, you know, we're all musicians, and yeah, it's just that song's for everyone, man. I'm glad you could relate to it. I mean, unfortunately, under circumstances, I'm not happy you could relate to it, but you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that you could relate to it, and a lot of people have, and that's been their favorite song, a lot of people. So I'm just really happy that the song's been received as well as it has, because I personally thought the song could have came out a bit better, and I also personally felt like it should have had a 3rd verse as well. So for everybody to just be so, you know, positive towards with their views towards that song is just amazing. And it's great to know that I could write something that people can relate to like that.
Okay, and a lot of people hate their jobs and like more groceries. It's like that's my jam right there.
Is
like,
it? You like that one? Eh?
I think that's my favorite track.
Did you ever work in a grocery store?
I worked at Shoppers, which was kind of like
same shit department store. They just at the end of the joint, shout outs Loblaws, you just bought Shoppers Drug Mart, you're making that big money now, playboy. You know, a little fucking joke thing in there. Anyone who works at Loblaws will get it.
Yeah, like your storytelling on this, like Liar Liar.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely, like that's a hot joint right there.
Thank you, bro. That's another one I've got quite a bit of good review on so far.
So was that somebody like somebody you knew, like the story, or just
Yeah, the story. That's a funny thing, actually. It's inspired from a lot of different things, but I'll give you the main fundamental of it was a homie I worked with back at the last store I worked at, and yeah, we were cool for a couple years, and he was dating this girl, and it was just like this roller coaster, and every day it was something different. And a lot of the actual stuff in that song is stuff based on their relationship. And then you know, there's obviously other inspiration and stuff for the song, but that was the main backbone to it, like to the detail and stuff.
Okay, so how many times do people like say, when's this album coming?
Bro, I heard that so many damn times that like I can't even count, bro. I'd have put the album out 2 years ago if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. No, I'm just playing. I'm making myself sound like an asshole. But no, man, for a long time people have been asking when it's coming out, and that's my issue, man, because I dropped the first single, The Countdown, 2 years ago. I dropped that, I think, June 25th, 2 years ago now.
Okay.
So that's a long time, man. So, you know, it was kind of my bad taking so long to put the album out, but it's here now. You can get it. No excuses. There's a free version to download, so no excuses. Go get that.
Okay, and why does everybody suck?
All right, well, that is like one song on the album that really kind of contradicts my like daily attitude, because I'm a pretty positive person and I don't look like everybody sucks. But that song is just straight up homage to the alternative love. You know what I mean? Like if you grew up in the era we grew up in, you grew up with Korn, Limp Bizkit, all that stuff, and if you're influenced by that stuff, which I was heavily influenced by as a little child, that's what the song is. It's homage. Like the chorus is from what, Break Stuff? It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up, everything is fucked, everybody sucks, you don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. And the sample of the beat is from, I shouldn't even be saying that, because I think I disguised it pretty well. But anyways, all the samples in the joint are from alternative records that I grew up listening to as well. So the whole song is just kind of a huge homage to my love for that like 90s alternative music. And even the beginning of each verse too is homage to the Limp Bizkit song. It's like, no human contact, that's what my teacher said. Like, no human contact, and if you interact, I don't know, if you look at each verse though, they all homage break stuff.
Okay, so what sets this CD apart from other CDs that are out there? Like, what is unique about this that people should pick up this?
Aside from everybody else's albums?
Yeah.
I mean, I think what's different about this is I'm very realistic on it, and I mean, there's obviously artists out there who are very realistic, but like, you can relate whether you're a 9-to-5 department store worker. You can relate if you like rock music. You can relate if you like boom bap, old school hip hop. You can relate if you like lyrics and bars. You can relate if you like, you know what I mean. If you like Canadian hip hop, I got enough guys on there that you know, got a little bit of clout in this industry. That you should be happy with that. You know what I mean? Like the thing that sets us apart, especially as an independent Canadian hip hop album, is I just think it's in the title. It's a well-rounded album, and not to say nobody else does that. Tons of people do. I just think it's a well-rounded album from maybe a deeper, not even deeper, just a different point of view. You know what I mean? And that's it.
Okay. And
but it's dope as fuck. So
any last words before we go?
Any last words? Just basically be shout outs to Donsay. He recorded, mixed and mastered the whole album, Rise Up Records. Shout outs to the homie Innocence. He did the last 2 joints, Breaking Records. DRM Studios, you know what it is, Mississauga. We're open to the public now, so you want to come check it out. And aside from that, Breaking Records Radio on Maximum FM. And shout outs Chris Got Rocks and Mike Boogie. You can catch us. That's every Tuesday at 2 and 10 p.m. and every Saturday at 8 p.m. And that's about it.
Okay. And it's EGTV.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I got bad credit and overdraft. I'm bad with math. Middle class, get cash, but can't make it last. Holes in my pockets, I spend too fast. Damn, I'm broke. Damn,